Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Smiley. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. I'm excited. We're going to start a new unit this week. So we finished up Unit 8 in our reading program, our reading books that we were doing this year. And this is Unit 9. It's our last unit of the school year. So that means you did Unit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And now we're on Unit 9, our last unit, and it's a little shorty one, but it's still a good one. Our big question for this unit is, what do we learn at school? What a great question. And it kind of reminds me of how we started the year, and our big question then we were talking about, what is school? What do we do here in this place? So I thought it would be fun to take a moment to take you back to the beginning of the year and just think about how you felt when you came to school on that very first day. Mommy bought you probably all your school supplies, your new crayons and your pencils and your scissors, and you had your lunchbox for some of you and your new book bag, and you were probably feeling a little bit scared but excited and happy, but then maybe sad to say goodbye to Mommy and Daddy. And remember, some of you didn't even have friends at school yet, and you didn't even know where things were, and you didn't even know Mrs. Smiley. And then I know when that first day of school, I was scared and excited and nervous too, because I couldn't wait to meet all of you. And I was so excited for a great year, and it has been a wonderful year. This has been a little crazy at the end here, but it's still been a great year. So when we talk about what do we learn at school, there's so many things that we learned at school. And so think just for a second, maybe you could tell Mommy or Daddy or your sister or brother, what are some things that you learned at school? Okay, and you might have said, I learned to read. I learned to write. I can write sentences now. Maybe you said, I learned all my sight words, Mrs. Smiley. Remember, some of you got your bracelets. I think almost all of us did for sight words. You could say, I can add numbers and I can subtract numbers and I can do patterns. So you learned so many important things at school this year, but you also learned how to be a really good friend, how to help others. All those are important things too. And you know what? Now you know the rules. You know the rules of our school. You know the rules on the playground. You know the rules in the cafeteria and for the bus. And you guys didn't even know those when you came to school the first time. You know how to walk in a line nice and quietly and straight, showing respect to everybody. You know how to, remember we came to school at the beginning of the day and you knew exactly what to do as soon as you walked into that door, didn't you? So you've learned so many great things. There's a lot we learned at school this year, and you're going to keep learning. I know school right now, the last month, has been odd for you. It's been not at the building of our school, but you've still been doing school at home, and we've been trying our best, haven't we? Okay, so I want to take a second to go over our vocabulary words for this unit, okay? And our first vocabulary word is this word. We'll see if some of you know it. It's T-H-I-N-K. And we know that T-H, we have a little song for that one. T-H, th. T-H, th. This is a thorn and that is a thistle. T-H, th. So you've got ing, and some of you see the I-N for in, don't you? Ink, think. And see the little boy here, he's thinking about this watermelon. I'm sorry, my colors aren't a little brighter, my ink's running low. But he's thinking, maybe he's hungry. At school, we did a lot of thinking this year, didn't we? We thought about numbers and we thought about words. We thought about characters in our stories. We thought about our friendships and maybe problems we had to solve. So think is our first word. I love this next word. I'm going to read you a story this week and talks a lot about this word. This word is P-R-A-C-T-I-C-E. And we've got a P-R going is. And I know you're going, I-C-E, I-C-E, ice, ice, ice. But it's not saying ice in this word. It has a different sound. So it's practice. So sometimes there are rule breakers, and this is one of them. This word is practice. And this little girl is practicing kicking a soccer ball. So she gets really good at it. If you want to be really good at something, you have to keep doing it over and over again, and you can't give up, can you? Remember at the beginning of the school year how some of you didn't even know how to write your name? And we practiced all the letters, and we practiced and practiced. And now that's easy peasy for you, isn't it? So if you want to learn something new, you just have to keep practicing, just like those sight words. All right, here's our next word. S-U-C-C-E-S-S. Success. Success. And see the little team here? They probably won their game. So success is when you set a goal for yourself and then you reach it. So you learned something new, or you did something that you wanted to do. That's success. So maybe for you this year was, I want to learn how to read a book by myself. Success, you can read books by yourself. Or I want to be able to write a sentence all by myself. Success, you can do it. So success. And this is our last vocabulary word for this week. It's P-L-A-N. Plan. 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 So when we want to solve a problem or meet a goal, reach a goal that we set for ourselves, sometimes we need a plan. A plan just is like, how are we going to do this? How are we going to get this done so I can reach my goal? It could even be something like a plan for, I'm going to make my bed. What's your plan going to be? First, I'll put on my sheet and my pillow. Then I'm going to put my big blanket on. Then I'm going to get all smoothed out. So sometimes a plan is just a way that we figure out to solve a problem or to get something done. Okay? So those were our vocabulary words for this week. Think, practice, whoopsie, success, and plan. Thank you for being such a great listener. I'll be reading you a story soon. Have a good afternoon, boys and girls.